Welcome to the Career Services Overview for your UI100 course at Southeast Missouri State University. Career Services is located in Academic Hall, Suite 057. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out at careerservices@semo.edu or at 573-651-2583. Career Services has a number of opportunities to connect with our staff. We offer career and major exploration for those of you that are questioning your major or maybe your future career. Resume and cover letter writing in order to make sure that your skill set is being represented properly and you are marketing your skills on your resume and in your cover letter adequately for both personal review and an applicant tracking system. Resume prep is only important if you pair it with interview preparation. We offer mock interviews in Career Services to ensure that your interview skills are as sharp as your resume. We will also help you search for internships, jobs, both full-time and part-time. Graduate and professional school preparation is really important if you're interested in graduate school programs such as Juris Doctorate or JD programs to become a lawyer. DO, MD, PT, OT, all of those different opportunities. We have staff that will help you with your applications to get you into graduate or professional school. And additionally, we have group presentations and events that we host all throughout the year to help you know that you are ready for life after college. Common fears and roadblocks with career and major exploration. Your parents may have been telling you all of your life that you'd be great in a certain role. You might be questioning whether or not there's the ability to make the right amount of money that you want to make. Maybe you just don't trust your own decision making, or maybe you feel as though it's too big of a decision to make. We have staff members that are here to calm your fears. There are lots of opportunities. You are not locking yourself into a degree program or a certain area of study for your entire life, and there are a lot more ways to make money than you may be thinking. And so these are all common fears and roadblocks, but we've got staff here to help you through all of these processes. A couple of things that I want you to think of before you get started with Career Services. First, identify your own interests, your own personality, values, skills, and lifestyle preferences. This is really important when you start thinking about potential careers, potential workplaces, potential work schedules, all of it. Also, step number 2, explore occupations and major areas of study that are compatible with these personal attributes. Think about what you do in your free time. Is there a way that we can convert that into a full-time job? Think about that lifestyle that you want to pursue. Maybe you want to live on the beach or in the mountains. Let's think about all of the opportunities that can help you connect with a career in a certain geographic area that maybe you're interested in. There are all kinds of conversations to be had with a career services professional. As part of your UI100 course, you're going to be asked to complete a Focus 2 assessment. Focus 2 is an online, interactive, self-guided career, major, and education planning system. The Focus 2 is going to help you select a major based on your interests and your aspirations, discover occupations that maybe you didn't even know existed, map out career plans, and also make informed and clear decisions. The Focus 2 is not going to give you an exact answer. They're not going to hand you a ticket that says this is what you should be and do with your life. However, it'll give you some ideas and some information for you to pursue forward, do your own research, and make your own decisions. As part of the Focus 2 assessment, we're going to be working on the Work Interest Assessment. That's going to be a part of your UI100 class. Once you log into the Focus 2, I want you to find that Work Interest Assessment and complete it, because you and your UI100 instructor will have that conversation and it'll be part of your grade. Career Services utilizes Handshake in order to post positions both on campus and off campus. So if you log into Handshake using this QR code, you can find on-campus jobs, off-campus jobs, both full-time jobs, part-time positions, as well as internships. It's a great resource for you as you're looking for opportunities to build your resume while in school. Also make sure that by using Handshake, you can get updated on Career Services events and potential workshops. Resume and cover letter reviews are incredibly important because we want to make sure that you are marketing your skill set correctly to catch the eye of a future employer. Students will graduate with 2 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, and oftentimes your diploma is not part of the hiring process. However, your resume is the gateway to your professional life. And so we want to make sure that your resume is written in a way that will not only just allow you and your future employer to see how great your skill set is, but also your resume needs to beat what is called an applicant tracking system. That is the computer scan that a lot of employers will use in order to find the right candidate. We know how to write your resume in a way that will get you past that applicant tracking system and help you gain the attention of employers. An employer is only going to review your resume for about 6 to 8 seconds before you make an initial hiring decision, or before they make an initial hiring decision. And so we want to make sure that in that 6 to 8 second window of time, your information can be reviewed quickly and people can see what makes you the most relevant candidate. Resume and cover letter, I always refer to this as psychological warfare. Think about how a person looks at this page. Do they look at the top and then read from the top to bottom and left to right? Yes, that is also the same way an applicant tracking system will read your document. So we have to make sure that your basics are there. What is in your header? How does your name look? Do you have an email? Is your phone number on your header? Is your voicemail connected to your phone number set up and professional? Those are things that are very basic. However, we want to make sure that that is addressed right at the top of the document. Understand how the document flows. Who is reviewing this resume and what makes you the most relevant? Put the most relevant information at the top of or closer to the top of the page so that an employer will see the most relevant information first and they won't have to go searching for it. Remember, think about how Americans read, top to bottom, left to right. Connect company names and position titles from that left-hand point of view in order to catch the attention of both an applicant tracking system and a potential reviewer. Look at your content. Can you sell your experiences? Can you think back on your different work experiences and write about them? Tell us every single detail. What was the smallest part of your day? What was the largest part of your day? Did you ever help your supervisor with certain special projects? Make sure that you list that information on your resume to truly tell a resume reviewer what your experience entailed. And then lastly, curate everything, including your own personal brand. All documents should be matching, your resume, your references, your cover letter, but then also curate an employer's social media experience. On your LinkedIn profile, are you representing yourself as a professional? Also make sure to check your other social media profiles to know what someone is going to see when they interact with you on social media. If you don't want to invite someone from the professional world into your personal social media accounts, change your passwords or change your privacy settings so that people aren't able to find all of your information. Interview preparation is really important because you have to do company research and understand the position before you go in for your interview. Make sure that you understand the company's mission, maybe something about their workplace culture, and also understand the position that you've applied for. Understand your own elevator pitch. Learn how to talk to strangers and introduce yourself in a room full of people you've never met. It's very important to be able to reinforce why you're there and why you think you are the best candidate. Practicing interviews is incredibly important, so come to Career Services for a mock interview. Schedule it today because I want you to make sure that your resume and your cover letter get you an interview, and then that interview gets you a job. When you go to an interview, bring some extra supplies, extra copies of your application documents, maybe a portfolio with a pen and paper, and also have a couple of questions prepared for your employer. Always remember to bathe and groom yourself. It's very simple, but I want to make sure you don't just look like someone in this photo. Make sure that you are constantly thinking about how your outward appearance matches your professional self, and I want you to look ready to work whenever you go in for an interview. So clean yourself up, get a haircut, shave, maybe go out and find some new clothes, and you'll be ready to go. And lastly, think about that conservative appearance. If I walked into a classroom full of students wearing a bright yellow blazer, there's a chance the students would not remember my content, but they would remember me as the bright yellow blazer guy. And so think about how we don't want your appearance to outshine your skill sets. So generally, skew towards the side of conservative so that people will remember you from your skill sets and your attributes. If you're doing a digital interview, double check your technology, but think about how your lighting and your camera position and your audio sound. Do you have good audio? Do you have good lighting? What's the camera position? These are examples of bad lighting and a bad camera position where we're looking right up this gentleman's nose. Make sure that you're paying attention to everything when it comes to your technology. Also, job search are a weed out process. Recruiters are actively trying to find reasons not to hire you, and 60% of graduates will spend less than 5 hours per week in job search tasks. The average time it takes for a graduate to land a job is 7 to 8 months. So just remember, 1,000 people will look at a job, 200 will start the application, 100 finish the application process, 75 resumes will be screened out, 25 resumes will be seen by a hiring manager, 4 to 6 people will be invited to interview, 1 to 3 will get a second round interview, and the number 1 person will be offered the job. Employers are always looking for an opportunity to find the best candidate, and we want to make sure that you are seen as that best candidate. Graduate school. If you're interested in going into a graduate program, make sure you do your programmatic research. Find key faculty members and programmatic strengths that align with your interests. For those applications, make sure that you have a personal statement ready, a CV or a resume, or whichever is required. And then also make sure that you've got letters of recommendation lined up with key people that will help your chances of getting admitted. Whenever you submit your application, that's when we celebrate. We have a lot of students at Southeast that have gone on to incredible graduate programs, and we want you to be one of them as well. Career Services does numbers of group presentations and events throughout the year. You'll see us in your classrooms talking about various topics that are customized to your degree program. You'll see us at career expos for both part-time positions and full-time positions. You'll see us at other career-ready events such as headshot events, the JCPenney suit-up events, and our etiquette dinner in the fall. We have lots of fun things that we do to bring people to campus. Also, you'll see us bring employers to campus both virtually and in person to help you connect with a school or an employer or maybe a program that you might be interested in. Career Services here at SEMO is here to make sure that you are successful. And so we want you to be as successful as possible after your education at Southeast. Come find us in Academic Hall 057, which is on the bottom level. Email us at careerservices@semo.edu. Give us a call at 573-651-2583, or go on to Handshake and look for different positions and start your career today by applying. We are future focused, we are career ready, and we're ready to help you be successful. Welcome to Southeast Missouri State University, and enjoy your UI100 course.